Alrighty, everybody, I've come back from my break. It is now time to open the second drink of the night. This is Avid, Royal Apricot Imperial Brew. I'm hoping, wow, what is with the green screen deleting the can? I'm hoping this one will be better than the last one. I'll be honest, that dragon, whatever it was, I have no idea what it was supposed to be. I don't know what it was supposed to taste like. I like apricots. So let's see if this tastes good. All right, here we go. Okay, so first off, see what it smells like. It seriously just smells like cider or beer. None of these have any kind of like aeration of smell of the flavor it's supposed to be. I've noticed that. Like when we were doing the alcoholic seltzers, you could smell the flavors. I literally just smell cider right now. All right, so let's give it a go. Apricot, I don't know how you pronounce it. Royal Imperial Brew cider. Here we go. Oh, that's different than what I expected. Because I'm thinking apricot in my head. I don't know why I was thinking citrus. Apricots aren't citrusy. They're more sweet and tart. Okay. Okay, that does taste like an apricot mixed with an apple. That one's close. I would say if you like apricots or apricots, that tastes very close to that. I used to eat dried apricots all the time when I was a kid. That's close. Okay, good. All right, that's better than the other one. The dragon one, I don't even know what that was. At least that does taste like it, huh? Why is my wedding hand on the wrong hand today? Because my camera's flipped. Because I need to be on this side of the screen when I play Truck Sim. So the camera's flipped. It is on my left hand, but you're seeing it as if it were on my right. That's why. Okay. Let's see here. I have just received a $10 tip. Hold on. Let's see what this is. From You're Not Funny, a $10 tip tonight. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. That's definitely our biggest tip of the night because we've had almost no tips tonight at all. Very nice. You're Not Funny says, speaking of which, have you seen the show Friday Night Fights? It's on Amazon Video. It's very good, about a high school football team in a small town. It's got Minka Kelly from Detroit become human in it. She's dating a guy who is going to be the next Peyton Manning, but tragically he got paralyzed in a football game, and the drama from that is very heavy and gut-wrenching. No, I've never seen it. I know Friday Night Lights. I said Friday Night Fights, didn't I? It's Friday Night Lights. I know Friday Night Lights from, it used to be a movie from back in the day, and I think I did see that movie once, but it was so long ago. The movie is old at this point that I don't remember it. I might have liked it though, but that's it. So thank you for that. But no, I've never seen it. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. All right, so ready? We're gonna continue. Let's get back to our job here tonight. Let's not get too derailed. We now have rested, right? You gotta turn around now. Is that a downed tree? It is, look. The tree snapped. Holy crap. I mean, there must have been a bad storm here or something. We still have more than half a tank of gas, so I think we're good in that regard, and we don't really need to get gas. I don't think we will. I think we'll just get back on the road. Here we go. Someone keeps saying protein bar taste test for DSP tries it. I just want you to think about what you're saying, okay? What just happened? Someone hit me? Someone drove into me, and they're saying I got into an accident, damage 24%. You drove into me. Anyway, how would I do a protein bar taste test for DSP tries it exactly? Think about it. First of all, protein bars are not cheap. On average, they're between $2 to $4 each. If you get a big combo pack of like 20 or 30, you can get a little cheaper in bulk. But usually protein bars, you get a good one, it's pretty expensive, right? So let's say, for example, I wanted to do a taste test of, I don't know, 5, 6 protein bars. Well, I'm not going to eat 6 protein bars. I'll get sick, right? So at most, what would I do? Like a bite or two of each? So that's the equivalent of eating 1 protein bar. But then aren't I wasting 6 protein bars in the process? Right, I have to throw the rest out. They're not gonna last. Protein bars don't last once you open them because they actually have, they have to be dry. You can't have them exposed to the air. They dry out really bad. So, I don't know. I don't know how that would work unless you have like a better explanation of how to do it. I don't know. I've only just eaten a whole protein bar at once. I don't know, you know. Oi! Put them in a Ziploc bag. And then what, refrigerate them? But then that's a pain because then you have to thaw it out. You understand that once you open something, if you put it in a Ziploc bag, it doesn't last forever. It's still been exposed to oxygen, right? I think people have this weird misconception. Like, for example, let's say you buy a pack of lunch meat, bologna or something, right? So it has a eat-by date on the package. So that date is representative of the last date that you can... Huh? What happened? That was weird. Vehicle malfunction. Anyway, that date is representative of the last date that you're supposed to actually open and eat the food. However, you're supposed to eat packaged food within 3 to 5 days maximum of opening it. Are you aware of that? Because I know there's people who don't do that. They'll buy the food, they'll be like, oh, well, I could just refrigerate it forever. No, you can't. It goes bad within 3 to 5 days. If you don't eat it within 3 to 5 days max, you will get sick. There's bacteria growing on that food. And you're serious? Someone just says you can remove the air out of the bag. Well, if you have a vacuum sealing device that's airtight, yes. If you actually think that you could push all the air out of the bag with your hands, you're an idiot. The oxygen is already exposed to that food. That food already has bacteria and things active on it. You will get sick if you eat that after a few days. So, for example, you can get a protein bar, you can open it, cut a piece off, eat it, but you gotta eat that protein bar fully within 3 days or else it's bad. You're not supposed to eat it. If you open a pack of lunch meat, ham, chicken, turkey, bologna, and you have a few slices, you're supposed to finish that within like 3 to 5 days. If you don't and you eat it, you can get sick. You know that, right? Maybe a lot of people don't know that. That's how it works. You can't just indefinitely... Okay, can you indefinitely store something? Yes, by freezing it. You have to freeze it. But then the bummer is if you freeze something when you want to eat it, then you have to thaw it out. And that's a pain in the ass. Why does honey not go bad? Because there are certain foods that are of a certain chemical balance or consistency that they last a hell of a lot longer than other things. Condiments can last quite a long time in your refrigerator. Things that are concentrated usually last a hell of a lot longer. I'm just saying in general, food to be ingested is not supposed to just indefinitely be stored. That's ridiculous. There's a few things that last insanely long as well. Canned food, as long as you leave it in the can, some canned foods can last like indefinitely. It's insane. Because they pack preservatives and shit in there, and that shit just lasts forever. And don't even get started on the Twinkie. Don't ask me how a Twinkie lasts so long, but apparently a Twinkie can last like hundreds of years. Alright, maybe not hundreds. I don't know what they put in a Twinkie that makes it last so long, but apparently it can last a very long time. But anyway, number one, I don't think people would be too interested in a protein bar. DSP tries it. That's a pretty small, limited range of people who'd be interested in that kind of thing. The cop almost rear-ended me. That's fun. So I don't think that would be that interesting to begin with. Then on top of that, the fact that I'd have to buy a zillion expensive protein bars and essentially waste them. I don't think that's going to work. When is the last time I had a face-to-face interaction with someone besides Kat? Today. An Amazon delivery person came to my house. And today, we're outside, going for a walk. We're going to put some almonds out in our back area for like squirrels and wild animals, and we saw our neighbors and we waved. There you go. Exactly. I don't think there's many fitness nuts watching this who care about my thoughts about protein bars. It's a lot more common to review fast food that everyone eats, right? No, as I've said, I don't take any supplements at all. I'm not taking creatine, protein powder, nothing. The only thing I do sometimes is I'll have a protein bar. And that's it. That's all I've done. I'm not going crazy. I don't have an insanely serious weight set where I'm crushing weights and trying to bulk up or anything like that. I'm doing this for health purposes and longevity purposes. I'm not doing it to become a bodybuilder. So therefore, I don't really care about that stuff. I don't need the creatine. Right? People are so fucking weird. Someone in Kick says, we mean conversation. When did you have a conversation with someone? Not chit-chat with the driver. All right, an actual conversation. Last night, I was texting back and forth with my next-door neighbor about stuff. About stuff going on in the community. Yes, a conversation, back and forth discussion. Last night, okay? There you go. Why? Because I was working. Another inspection? We already did one on this run. Damn, these guys are dicks. These guys got me doing all the inspections now. What? I missed it? I'm finally so damaged. The truck is so damaged that I have to fix it. Alright, after this job is done, I have to go to the repair shop or else they're gonna keep fining me. Damn it. Too many people drove into me. Thank you, Flunky, for another 100 kicks. It looks like I might have gotten a tip as well. I gotta give it a look. Let's get back on the highway first. Well, the freeway first, I should say. Trailer damage 2%. Someone hit me. Someone... As I was merging, someone drove right into me because they were driving too fast and weren't paying attention. I have to pay for that, by the way. That's how this game works. I have to pay for that shit. Vehicle malfunction. But it's working. You don't know what they're talking about. There's no vehicle malfunction. Okay. Let's do shout outs. So thank you. Who is that? Flunky? Thanks for 100 kicks. And let's see here. Jared says, what I do at DSP tries at prison food. It'll be a fun idea. I promise it's not as bad as you think. It's Jared Fogle, by the way. Thanks for the tip, Jared. I'm just saying, maybe you should be saving your money up for like your 10th appeal or whatever, rather than sending me bucks. But thanks, Jared. No, I'm never going to be trying prison food if I can help it. Trust me. Alrighty then. Okay. All right, let's continue with the job. What do we got? 257 miles left. So we are making good time. I think we'll finish the job, but we're going to definitely need to get my truck repaired. It is all destroyed and busted. When was the last time I got a traffic law violation in real life? In real life. I think I want to say, I'm trying to remember, it was right when I had moved here. Okay, so right when I had moved here, there is a traffic light right down the street where they have those corner cameras. And when I first moved here, I still had Connecticut tags on my car. And I was going right on red. And the camera light took a picture, or the light camera took a picture of my car and sent me a ticket and said, oh, you ran the light. And I was like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? I was going right on red. I stopped, I looked both ways, there was nothing coming, and then I turned, I accelerated right on red, which is legal in this state. So, what the funny part is, all right, this happened when I had the Connecticut tags, right? Since then, obviously, I got the new tags for Washington State. Since I've had Washington State tags, I've not received a single ticket, a single traffic violation, or a single problem. So honestly, if you want to know what I think it is, I think that out here, they go for the passive-aggressive law enforcement approach. They have the cameras set up to look for the out-of-state tags, and when they see them, they take a picture and they just give you a traffic violation. And they expect because you're out of state, you're not going to argue, right? How are you going to get to court to argue? What if you live in Connecticut and you went back to Connecticut and you got a ticket in Washington? Are you really going to go back to Washington for it? So sadly, I actually think that's what they're going for. I do believe that. And it sucks. I actually didn't have time to go dispute it. I think it was like $100 or something, so I paid the ticket. And like I said, since then, I never got another violation in over 10 years. Go figure. Okay. We've got Cloud Siffler, who did a $2 super chat saying, what's the 3-digit code to the suitcase? To what suitcase? I don't have a suitcase. Actually, I don't think I ever owned a suitcase. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I ever owned a suitcase in my life. Like, why would I have ever owned a suitcase? I never went to a job that I had, like, papers. Like, I was never a lawyer or something, right? Yeah, I don't think I've ever owned a suitcase, so I don't have a 3-digit code combination. Oh, let's see here. Jay Cadoodle just did a $10 super chat. Thank you, Jay Cadoodle. I appreciate that. Is that our biggest one? It is. Let's get Jay Cadoodle on the leaderboard here. Jay Cadoodle with our biggest super chat of the night. Very nice. Okay. Good stuff. We're at $100. 50 to go, and we've got about roughly a half an hour left on this stream. Can we hit the goal and lock it in to have Truck Sim continue next week? Next week, I will look into these DLCs that Buckwell has sent me. I didn't know he had sent them to me. So, I'll install them. That would be cool if we get some Halloween skins on the truck. I think that would be cool. Maybe I'll repaint the truck like dark purple. We'll have like a Halloween skins for the next few weeks, right? On the truck. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, people are making fun of me saying suitcases and briefcases aren't the same thing. Oh, so you mean like an actual, like, suitcase? Suitcase? So, wait, are you asking me what is the combination on my luggage? I'm not going to tell you the combination on my luggage. It's totally not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jill says, I was meaning to ask this. Someone called me a dent the other day. Is that something bad? Yes, they're referencing the infamous Harvey Dent, the district attorney from Batman lore for Gotham City, who had his face hideously deformed in a crime, and then he lost his mind and became the supervillain Two-Face. So basically, they're calling you Two-Face. If someone calls you a dent, they're calling you a two-faced jerk. Pretty messed up. You're not funny. I don't live in Seattle, for the record. He's referencing the Seattle mayor. He's calling him my mayor. He's not my mayor. I don't live in Seattle, nor would I ever want to, unless they change for the better. But right now, I would never want to live there under any circumstance. Which Toy Story is my favorite? Probably the first one. I've seen them all at this point, and I think the first one's the best. And 3 should have been the last one. 4 was good, but it didn't need to be made, and now they're making a 5. It's like, this is ridiculous. 3 should have absolutely been the end of it, and it should have been an epic trilogy. I can finally bypass a way station. Hallelujah. Maybe I'll actually finish this job tonight. Do I think I slide on the roads because I don't drive often in real life? No, I don't drive well in this because I'm talking to you and drinking at the same time. It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. In real life, I'm not distracted when I drive. No, I have not watched Family Guy in tons of years. Like, I probably haven't seen it in over 5 to 7 years, so I know nothing about what's going on in Family Guy. Do I miss the BMW? Not really. The BMW had 2 advantages over my current car. The first was it was an insanely smooth drive. Like, whatever shocks or whatever they had in it, like, I never really felt anything outside the car. It was silent on the inside and the smoothest ride ever. So that was number 1. And number 2, the brakes. It had ridiculously good brakes that could stop on a dime. But outside of those 2 things, my current car is pretty much identical to the BMW. Like, I'll be honest, the BMW gave me problems. The BMW would have, like, leaks in the tire and shit. And you can't but just, like, buy a BMW tire and go to, say, like, Firestone and get a new one. You have to go to the BMW dealership for that shit, which is an insane fucking hassle. So, you know, there was a lot of hassles about it, and most of the features of the BMW you don't need anymore. Like, my BMWs had built-in GPSs in the dashboard. Why do you need that? Now GPS is on your phone for free, and it's probably better than the BMW GPS. So you don't need it. I had a stupid, what was it called? It wasn't OnStar, but it was similar. It was a thing, a button, like a panic button you could push in your car, and it would call BMW and be like, hey, I need your help. I never used it once. In all the years I leased a BMW, never used that once, didn't need to. It had a moonroof. Do you know one person who uses a moonroof on their car? Like, what do you even use it for? So that's what I mean. Like, I never used any of the features of the BMW. It looked nice, it handled smooth, and you could stop really fast. And that was about it. Like, there's no other reason to have a BMW. So, from now on, I would likely never buy a luxury car. I just don't see the point. There's not enough benefits to having the luxury car. Right now, the seats in my Toyota feel just as comfortable as the ones in the BMW. I'm serious. And they're leather and everything, so why do I care? They feel exactly the same, so why do I give a shit? Why am I going to pay all that money? Yes, my BMW had full leather seats. It had all the bells and whistles, and I didn't really care. It had freaking heated seats. It had a heated steering wheel. Why do I need that? I know you don't need any of those features. I would not want to make a switch to an electric vehicle yet. I would want the technology to become way more mainstream and cheaper. Right now, it's more expensive to buy an electric vehicle unless you get a tax credit. And the thing is, the tax credits may very soon go away. This current administration that we have in power in the United States is phasing out a lot of these eco-friendly credits. So imagine, oh, I'm going to buy an electric vehicle, and it's way more expensive. You pay more in the long run, and you don't save money because they don't give you the tax credit. Well, fuck that. What's the point? I would like to be able to make an intelligent decision where, like, there's pros and cons to each vehicle rather than be forced into it. But in our state, we live in a green state, and all the lawmakers here seem to think that we live in a world of rainbows and unicorns and fucking pots of gold at the end of the rainbow and dancing leprechauns. And they think that, like, we should outlaw all gas cars. That makes sense. Just outlaw them entirely. Everyone should just use electricity. Like, okay, so if you do that, how are we all going to charge our cars when the electric grid is taxed so strongly? Right now in the winters, we get told, you got to stop using electricity so much because the grid is at risk. So now imagine if everyone here owned an electric car overnight. How would we charge the fucking cars? That's what I mean. The lawmakers here are morons and just, they think that it's like a perfect world when it's not. And they actually have tried to outlaw the electric cars. Right now, it's like in contention if it's actually going to go into law or not. We'll see. But I don't know. Like, I'm not against it. I just don't want to jump the gun, get it, and then I regret it because there's nowhere to charge it. It costs more. You know what I mean? Excuse me. All right, guys, we're almost done with the job. Only 60 miles left. So once this job is done, if we have a tiny bit of extra time, we may see we repair the vehicle and or do a paint job change. But outside of that, that's it for the stream. So this is the home stretch. We're at $100, guys. 50 bucks left. If we hit the goal by the end of the stream, we'll play Truck Sim next week. We'll take a look at these skins that Buckwell got and see if they look good. They're Halloween skins, supposedly. And we'll do some fun stuff. But if we don't hit the goal by the end of tonight, this is the last Truck Sim stream. So if you like Truck Sim Chill, you like interacting, hanging out, having a good time, please support the stream right now. Let's go and hit that goal. Yes, it is absolutely true. Washington actually has the most expensive gasoline for cars in the country because our government raised taxes. We had an insane budget deficit out of nowhere. They actually did an audit, and they found out that our budgets were way empty, like we had no money. And well, how do we have no money? Well, because the government here is awful. They don't know what they're doing. No one keeps track of anything. They overspend on bullshit. So we had no money. So they said, we need to do like a knee-jerk reaction thing to get the money going. So they just insanely raised taxes on everything. So gas tax went up, luxury tax went up. They pressed a tax on all these new things, all these new sales taxes now. So all our taxes are out the ass now because our government sucks shit and don't know how to do their job. It's like, wait a minute. You're in charge. You're the government, right? It was your job to take the money that we had and spend it wisely. You didn't, so why do we have to pay more? If you failed at your job, why do the people under you have to suffer? Maybe you should suffer. Maybe you're the one who fucked up. Maybe number one, you should get thrown out of your job. Maybe number two, you should go to jail. Maybe number three, we should take the money from you because you're the one who spent it all on nothing. Literally on nothing useful. But no, that's, I guess, not how American government works. Here, the government, the people in charge do poorly. They aren't held accountable. And then the people under them pay. Isn't that funny? I was in the middle of the road. I was upset. Wow, we're almost done. Holy shit, we made great time at the end here. We're about to finish this job. Wow, I'm shocked that we actually, like, hightailed it. Vehicle malfunction. I really need to get this into a shop. Clout Siffler did a $2 super chat, says, why did you choose to move from Connecticut to Washington? There's tons of reasons. I mean, top 5? Holy shit. Let's see. Number 1, I just needed to get out of Connecticut. I didn't like it there. There's a million reasons why. I could go through each in detail. It would take all night. But basically, I don't like Connecticut for a lot of reasons. Overpopulated, like way more people per square foot or whatever you want to say the calculation is. It's just way too cramped, which causes tons of traffic, tons of issues, okay? Taxes were high in Connecticut for no reason. Like, I can understand high taxes if there's a benefit to where you live. There was no benefit to live in Connecticut. The reason the taxes were so high was because we were one state over from New York, so we were right near New York City, and because there was a bunch of rich people who lived in a certain part of Connecticut that were racking up all the tax rates for everybody else who didn't have any money. So we were getting fucked by the rich. And then in addition to that, the weather. I hate the weather in Connecticut. You get the absolute worst heat, humidity, storms, thunderstorms, and horrible things in the summer. And then in the winter, you get ice cold, sub-zero, sleet, snow. It's like the worst. Both seasons are the absolute fucking worst. I don't know why anyone would choose to live in that climate. Seriously. It's like the worst of the worst of the worst, okay? So those are some of the primary reasons, okay, why I wanted to leave Connecticut. Why specifically Washington? Well, number 1, I kind of wanted to move far away because it made me feel like I was starting my own life rather than like, oh, this is where I grew up and this is a life that was handed to me. By starting roots somewhere else, it made me feel like, hey, this is something that I'm doing for myself, right? Independence. Also, my aunt used to live here. My aunt lived in Washington for a lot of her life, and she absolutely loved it here. She always told me about how beautiful the mountains are, and the nature is, and the air is clean, and there's way less people out here. And she's right. She was absolutely right about every one of those points. For sure, it's nicer out here than when I lived in Connecticut. Case in point, when I went back to Connecticut to get married in 2019, I fucking hated it. I was back, I was like, the air here is dirty. There's too many fucking people. The crime rates are out insane where my parents live. Like, everywhere I was like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to come back, you know? So, that's just some of the reasons. There's more, too. I mean, there's things that were good about Connecticut as well. But, you know, in general, I think Washington, even though Washington has a lot of problems, I do like this state better than Connecticut. I would much rather live in Washington for the rest of my life than have to go back to Connecticut. Let's put it that way. All right, well, we made excellent time when we got the delivery here, and we made $36,000 and leveled up, so that's great. But now we got to get this truck fixed, so this thing is fucked up. Okay. All right, we got a skill point. So we've now done all of these. Okay, look. We get more reward for longer. Let's do it. More reward for even longer jobs. All right, we need to go repair this fucking thing. This thing is destroyed at this point. Where do we go? We need to find a repair shop. Here it is. Let's go. Let's go repair the truck, and that'll probably be where we call it a night. All right? So, guys, this is it. This is about your last chance to support Truck Sim and to have it continue weekly. If not, if we don't hit the goal by the time the stream ends, that is it for Truck Sim, and we're just going to do other stuff from now on. Okay. Yeah, oh, you guys got to understand that what I'm talking about right now is based off of what I knew back then. We're talking about 11 years ago. We're not talking about today. Today, Washington State is actually a horrendous state for crime. Crime is rampant here. And we have the actual, this is not a lie, we have the lowest ratio of police officers to populace in the entire United States. We have less police officers here for the amount of people we have living here than anywhere else. So good luck getting an officer to show up unless someone's screaming bloody murder, getting murdered in the street. The police literally never showed up when my tire got stolen off of my car. They never showed up at all. They didn't bother even investigating. We filed a police report. They never did anything about it at all. They never even contacted us or called me on the phone. I'm serious. They just ignored it like it never happened. Okay. All right, guys, come on, let's go. I know you like the truck sim, chill. Let's go. Let's get support, man. Let's get some subs, some kicks, super chats, tips, memberships right now. Let's get it rolling so I can do shout outs, get it on the leaderboard, and let's continue with truck sim every week. Or else this is it. And it sucks. I like truck sim, but this would be like the second chance. I can't keep doing this. If we don't hit the goal, we don't hit the goal. It's out of rotation. That's it. You know, this has already happened before. And you guys screamed and said, oh, it was a one-off bad night. Well, here we are again. Right? Here we are again. It's not the first time. Okay. I know, I do wish that I had known Buckwell had donated the DLCs. I would have liked to see the skins, but now it looks like we may not. It sucks. No, I've had enough of that shit. People gotta support tonight that are here. There's people here tonight chilling and watching and enjoying. Support right now. Now, oh, I hope that someone Hail Marys and we hit the support goal tomorrow or Tuesday. No, we're hitting it tonight or we're not doing this again. Like I said, we already gave this game a second chance before. People know the deal. There's no more excuses. If you like Truck Sim Chill, then keep hitting a goal. Or don't, and then we'll do something else. We'll do something that people want. The game has had a great run. Are you kidding me? This game has had an insanely good run. This is one of the most played games I've ever done in the history of me ever playing games. We've played this now for so effing long. It's ridiculous. It started in what? April? All right, we've been playing this forever, man. Hey, look, I can actually stop my truck when I don't have a double load of rice attached to it. There you go. All right, we finally can repair the dang truck. Good. It needs it. It's going to be expensive. Okay. All right, service is going to be very expensive. Watch this. Service recommendations are 3,000. Repair all. 3,000. Replace all. 20,000. Repair. We'll just repair all. Confirm. Okay. It was only 3,000. It wasn't that bad. I thought it would be way worse than that. Okay. So, what I wanted to do, just in case we do play this next week, which I don't know at this point, I wanted to see if we could do like a purple paint job. Let's see. Where's the paint? How do you change the paint? I forgot how to change the paint. I really did. Dang, we're still not level 20. There's a third cab, but we can't get it because we're not level 20 yet. Gee, we've been playing this for months and we're still not level 20. Can you believe that? I have $184,000, just so everybody knows. Here it is. I wanted to get like a purple paint job. Like a dark purple for Halloween. And then we could get like the Halloween stickers or decals or whatever it is that Buckwell got us. And we could put them on the purple. I thought it would look pretty cool for Halloween. Right? John Michael did a $5 super chat. After a night stream, what time do you usually go to bed? Let me think about this. My wife and I typically are going to bed between 12 and 1 a.m. Typically. And what actually time we fall asleep depends on a lot of factors. If my wife is working, she has to go to sleep before me because she has to get up early in the morning. Some nights I'm up later watching stuff, doing work because I approve comments. I do research for streams and shit. You know, it all depends. But typically, we're going to bed between 12 and 1 a.m. Okay. Okay. Thank you, John Michael, by the way. Excuse me. So we're up to 107. 43 to go to hit the goal and continue truck sim, or else that's it for truck sim. So let's do like a dark purple, like I said. Like that. That's good. I like that. Well, your future stepdad just dropped a crazy amount of subs. I'll count them in a sec. Here we go. Dark purple. I think that's what I want. How much is that? 4,500. Let's go. Dark purple. And then what we'll do is we'll take a look at those the things that Buckwell got for Halloween, and we'll have those. So your future stepdad, 9 gifted subs. 9 gifted subs. 9. Thank you, your future stepdad. Let's get those up on the leaderboard, and you know what that means, folks. I'll tell you what that means. You ready? Oh, yes. That means that American Truck Sim remains our longest running playthrough of 2025. That American Truck Sim rides again, and next week we'll be... I got indigestion from this beer. We'll be checking out these decals and or Halloween paint jobs that Buckwell has purchased. In fact, we'll do it first. That's the first thing we should do next week. We should see what's there. Maybe get a nice Halloween thing on the truck. Okay? And then we'll do our next job and have another chill stream. We will keep this in the rotation every single week as long as you guys keep showing up, engaging, and supporting. And once again, for like the 6th month now in a row, we have done it again. Thank you to your future stepdad. Thank you to everyone. You guys were awesome. Great audience tonight, and we had a lot of fun, didn't we? Good stuff. So, let's actually, while we're here, we'll refuel, we'll sleep, we'll save, and then I'll have one more thing that I want to say about tonight. But let's do the refueling. Let's sleep here, shall we? Here we go. Jade, have a good night. And what's going on? Have a good night. And yes, tomorrow night we'll play Call of Duty again, and we will try that crazy sniper again. I can't believe how busted that sniper rifle was. I want to use it again. It's so busted. So ridiculously unbalanced compared to anything else I've seen in the game before. We'll see how that goes tomorrow night. Fuck. Okay. Stop the engine. You shut up. Okay. go. I don't know why it stopped filling. That's a lot of gas. $500 to fill the gas? Dang. Dang. Have a good night, Eva Cowboy fan. Okay, let's now go to sleep. And I got a final thoughts for tonight. Oh, 1,000 kicks from Jack of Knives over on Kick. Thank you to Jack of Knives for 1,000 kicks. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's save up. Done. Jack of Knives, thank you so much. Let's get that on the leaderboard as well. Although, shockingly, not the biggest kicks of the night. We had a lot of kicks tonight. All right, so let's save the game I did, right? Another truck sim stream down. Another great chill one, right? I hope that you guys had fun with me. Let's double check that I saved. I'm pretty sure I just did, but just in case, because I fucked up. So, I just have one quick thing to say before you all take off for tonight. Some of you saying you're taking off. I just got one thing to add to end the stream tonight, all right? First of all, cheers, everyone. Another chill stream together. Or it was another good one. Now, here's what I would like to say. Let's actually quit out of the game because this music is a little loud, right? What did I say on Friday night? Before I left, on the Daily Wrap, what did I say? What did I say? I said, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people do. It doesn't matter about any of this nonsense on the internet at all. It doesn't affect me. Okay? Seriously, it just doesn't. None of it bothers me. I don't pay any attention to it, and I just move along, and we do well, right? So, let's see. Yesterday, today, man, let me tell you, I've really been crushed. I've been emotionally destroyed. Everything's going so horribly for me, right? Things are just falling apart at the seams. Man, I can't take it. Remember? It's like every time that one of these dumb things happen, it's supposed to be the end for Darkside Phil, right? Oh my God, did you hear that so-and-so said this? So-and-so's gonna do this. So-and-so's coming to get you, Phil. So-and-so's doing a documentary. So-and-so said these horrible things about you. So-and-so made a video about you. And not all of us live eternally on the internet. Not all of us are so no-life losers that all we care about is what drama idiots say on the internet. We enjoy each other's company. We have a good time. We have real lives. Does it matter what any of these idiots do? No, it doesn't affect me at all. It literally doesn't fucking affect me at all. That's why. I don't pay any attention to it. And it actually, that's been the way that I have survived all of it in 17 years. While every moron on the planet tries to ride my coattails and or get a rise out of people by saying things about me, I'm good. So I just want you to understand that, right? This was, oh my God, I can't believe it. What happened on Friday night? How will Phil ever, oh no, how will I ever recover from it? I'm good. No one cares. No one cares. In truth, here's really where the whole drama thing, the drama creation on YouTube, here's where it fails, right? The only way that drama content on YouTube would actually matter is if it actually had an impact. Like, for example, let's say someone made a big drama expose on someone, and it actually changed mentality of how people thought about that person collectively across the internet, and that person literally could not continue to be successful. All right? There's been a few people. I guess you could argue one of them was like, I don't know, EDP, where he was so heinous what he did and he got exposed, and that was the end of him, right? Like, he's never coming back. He's tried. It's not working. He's never coming back. No one's ever going to care about EDP ever again. I've never done anything bad to any caliber where people would hate my guts, where people would say, oh, I don't like Phil anymore. I don't like his content. That's never happened. It never will. My worst days are behind me. My best days are coming up. Honestly, to be honest with you, I really believe that. things have turned around for me in a great positive way in the last year. And I'm very grateful for that. I really am. When people come out, oh, we're going to talk shit about Phil. We're going to do a special episode where we insult Phil and his wife and his family. Oh, we're going to do a special cancel Phil episode. We're going to do a documentary on Phil. We're going to do a fucking, parody episode of something on Phil. Who cares? I don't. It doesn't affect me. Because here's the truth. No one who makes that content about me is doing it to affect me. You want to know what they're doing? They're trying to milk mentally deficient people on the internet who do live eternally on the internet. They have no life outside of the internet. All they do is sit on the internet and watch drama shit. They think it's important. They think it's meaningful, and they support it. In truth, none of that shit ever matters. It doesn't affect me at all. Look, I've been streaming for 2 days. Have the walls come down? Hold on. I guess I should. Hold on. Have the walls come down? Has the studio lit a flame? Hold on. Ah! Oh no! Someone did a video about me. Ah! No! 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 Not at all. No one cares. Literally no one cares. All of my viewers and supporters still like my content. They still like me. The only people that care are dunces, mentally deficient morons who open their wallets and throw money at toxic people on the internet. It doesn't affect me at all. In fact, do you want to know what? I think that's why I become the target so often. Because people know we can actually attack DSP and it doesn't affect him at all. He's never going to be beaten. He's never going to be canceled. People like him legit. And so we can just say a bunch of fucked up stuff about him, and we can milk the mentally deficient morons who hate him and make profits while he just keeps on. So I think they see it as almost like a safe way to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's legitimately people who they could attack and maybe it would ruin their lives. But for me, it doesn't affect me at all. I'm good. And I want you guys to understand that. Like, I'm fine. So when I'm here streaming and people are like, are you aware that this is going on? I'm like, I don't care. I'm fine. Don't ever worry about that shit. We got to worry about, there's a few things. What if I get burnt out? I don't ever want to get burnt out. That's more important. That's a bigger worry to me than what is someone saying about me over here. Fucking white noise peanut gallery bullshit, right? I just want to make sure I don't get burnt out. I enjoy what I'm doing. You enjoy what I'm doing. I keep listening to what you're telling me, what you want, and that we reciprocate that level of support. I give you what you want, you support it, right? That's it. That's all we have to ever worry about. Done. Don't care what this guy says, this loser says, this fucker says, because they're all just going to jump out whenever it's fortuitous for them. That's when they strike because, oh, now everyone's laughing. Now I can be part of that. I can become a meme again. Oh, I can get a little rise in attention. All the things I don't care about. Because I'm the one who for 17 years has always did it his way, and I'm still successful today. It absolutely kills people. Kills people. That people could make giant hour-long special episodes canceling DSP, and then DSP has 2 great days after that. What do you mean he had 2 great days? That should have been the end of him. I don't get it. I'm not going anywhere, folks. None of that shit affects me. It's absolutely hilarious. It's absolutely just fucking funny that people actually believe that. That like anything, I'm bulletproof to the internet. I understand that. All the shit that they say and do, I'm bulletproof to it. None of it affects me at all. Fuck them. It's about you and me having a good time and having those good times every day and keeping that momentum flowing. That's all it is. Things are getting better. Things are on the up and up. Things are getting better, not worse. Okay? There you go. And the only people who say that's a cope are people who need to think it's a cope because they can't believe that I'm possibly doing well, because that means that they're losers. Get it? Wait, but if Phil's doing good, despite the fact that all these people talk shit about him, that would mean that I'm the loser because I'm the one who paid money to the people who talk shit about him. Exactly. You're the loser. Get it? You're the one who lost here. I'll see you all next week for Truck Sim, folks. We'll do it all again, and we'll have a great time. See you then.